What is up? What is up? What's up? Make sure I'm live, ready to go. We're going ahead and start what's going on. So just to let you guys know, the IRS has extended um, the tax filing deadline. So that is for sure. So that's kind of what's happening right now. We'll make sure I'm live. Uh-oh. What's up, Kelsey? Channel Gaming, Nicole. What is up? All 25 of you guys. What is up? All right, cool. Appreciate it. All right, we'll let everybody. Hey, you guys, make sure you're wearing something green. And it is St. Patrick Day. I'm going to pinch you. Gonna pinch you. Gonna pinch you. I'm gonna pinch you. Yo, thank you for the update, man. I appreciate it. Really appreciate you saying thank you. Hey, but who has on green? You better go wear some green. I know don't. You can't get me. There go my green. All right, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. You better be wearing green. I'm going to pinch you. I'm going to pinch you. Pinch you, pinch you. Pinch you, pinch you, pinch you. Are you wearing green? I'm going to pinch you. Pinch you, pinch you, pinch you. Got you. All right, guys. Oh, no. All right. All right. All right, yeah, there we go. We got the green on. All right, so here's what we got going on for today. Thank you for everybody who is early. I want to say give yourself a pat on the back because you are early and you should be proud. So shout out to the early gang. Shout out to y'all. We'll go ahead and get what's started. Kind of what's going on today. Make sure you have some green. All I want to see green in the comment section, baby, because it's St. Patrick's Day. All right. So today the IRS announced that they are extending. All right, so today the IRS announced that they're extending tax season to May 17th. So this means that you have until May 17th to file and pay any of your taxes without getting hit with any type of penalty or interest. Now, if you live in Texas, Oklahoma, or Louisiana, and because of the winter storms, you have until June 15th to file and pay your taxes. All right, today TurboTax announced that they will update their software to take the $10,200 of unemployment benefits tax-free into account. So that should be happening sometime this week. So that's when I hear about that happening, that's when you have the okay to go ahead and file your tax return. Now, if you have already filed your tax return, reporting that $10,000 of unemployment, well, you're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer till we get further guidance on that. All right. And if it's been more than 21 days, and you still have not received your refund. All right. So who is in this boat? What's up, Boston Management? What's up, Nancy? Thank you guys for moderating. Who is in this boat? It's been more than 21 days. You're like, where is my refund? Where is my refund? Who's in that boat? Me. A lot of you guys. Okay, I haven't got my refund. Yeah, so here's kind of what I'm hearing, guys, and this is what I can kind of tell you. If it's been more than 21 days and you have not received your refund, it could mean that your refund ended up in what's called review and errors. All right, so review and errors is typically where they manually check returns for their accuracy. Typically, like returns that are flagged or sent to the center. It's called review and errors. Typically, returns that are flagged are sent to the center. But a lot of people who, I don't know, I guess claim unemployment, claim the recovery rebate credit, all of this stuff. You have all these returns that usually do not go to review and errors that are going over there. And what the IRS is saying is that, hey, if your return is over here, it could take up to 10 weeks to receive your refund. Now I know you'd be there like, dang, 10 weeks, that's a lot. It's no fault of it's no fault to the IRS that it's going to take 10 weeks. This is because Congress is giving the IRS more work to do. So Congress is giving the IRS more work to do, and at the same time they're cutting their budget. So they're understaffed with more work. So this is why it's going to take longer to process those returns. So that's kind of what's going on right now with everyone who's just kind of like delaying their turn. You can really try to, that's what's going on. Congress is giving the IRS more work, and then the IRS is understaffed. So they're trying to get it off these returns as fast as possible, but when you're understaffed, that's kind of what's going on right now. And then speaking of the IRS, today the IRS announced that they have sent out 150,000 paper stimulus checks. So those of you guys who are waiting on your paper stimulus checks, the IRS announced that they have sent out 150,000 of those. Now, this can arrive as a debit card or as an actual check. So guys, when you're getting your mail, I don't want you don't just be, and especially if you're waiting on a stimulus check. If you're waiting on a stimulus check, it's very likely that it could be arriving in the mail. So don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away, because it could be like it's not skimming. It's going to be like an envelope. It's going to say like so the IRS and the Treasury, they don't call it a stimulus check. They call it an economic impact payment. So if you see something like that, that's what you're looking for. Also, if this is your first time at this live, let me know this is your first time so we can greet you. Everybody can greet you. So let me know if this is your first time, and let me go ahead and greet everybody. Let me go ahead and greet everybody. Then we can go ahead and get into the questions. First time, what up, first timers? If it's your first time, let me know your first name as well so I can say your name and give you a shout out. Got it today, nice. All right, first time. Oh, we got a lot of first timers in here. Yeah, guys, there's 47 of you guys watching now on 20 likes. Okay, so what's up, Robert? What's up, Tori? What's up, Madison? Blair, first time. Honey, first time. First time, Candy. First time, Savannah. First time, Lydia. First time, Carol. All right, guys, a lot of first time and first time, Sam. All right, if this is your first time here, I do call Tiki Taki the ghetto, the hood. You do have the opportunity to move out the ghetto or the hood by joining Instagram. So Instagram, I call these suburbs. I'm also live streaming on Instagram, which is at Duke Loves Taxes as well. Or you can join the family, which is YouTube. That's where you more than likely you're going to get your question answered. What's up? We got some first timers over here in the suburbs. First time Miami. What up, Jess? What up, Nisha? What up, Marquita? What up, Jennifer? A lot of first time, Leah. Yeah, welcome. You guys are in the if you're watching on the first time, you are in the suburbs. You're watching on TikTok. It is ghetto. All right, and also, guys, if you need help on any type of your taxes, whether it's your back taxes, or you don't want to pay the IRS no more, you want to look at ways not to pay the IRS no more, or you need help with your business bookkeeping, whatever you need, my team can solve it. If you want to become a client, you're going to want to use the link in my bio to become a client. Do not use that link to ask stimulus questions. Use that link to become a client. I'm going to start with some questions on YouTube, then I'm going to kind of move around. At 8:15 or at 8:15 Central Time, we're going to get into a recap. So if you're just joining and you need a recap, just hold on about 7 minutes and we'll jump right into that. All right, so, and also make sure you're wearing green. I'm gonna teach you. What's up, Joshua? Thank you so much for the $4.99. Should I file now for 2020 since several taxes updating the software? Yeah, so wait till they're officially updated. So once we get they're officially updated, yeah, you'll be good to go. Good question, Joshua. Sandy, what the $4.99 go? Sandy, the news girl said I-10 filers will not receive stimulus for their child. At least one parent has to have SNN. How true is this? Thank you. So I'm not. So from the way the law is written, all it says. So this is how it's written. It says at least one filer has to have a social security number to receive a stimulus check. I'm not 100% sure if let's say if neither parents have if neither parents have an I-10 and one child does have a social, if they will receive a social. From what I'm understanding, I believe they would, but I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't know until I hear it from somebody. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Very good question. Maria, thank you so much for the $1.99. Any news on unemployment? So yeah, TurboTax announced that their software will be updated very soon to include that first $10,200 of unemployment benefits very soon as well. Okay, so let's jump into some questions from the suburbs. Website says I'm getting to 100, but doesn't show anything for 2020. Your daughter, I claim. So if they're going off, So they may be going off your 2019 tax return. It's okay. So here's the thing, guys. Who here has a shorted stimulus check? All right. Who here has a shorted stimulus check? Their stimulus check was lower than what it should have been. What's up, Junior? First time? Me. Someone said Mr. Me here. Me 50%. All right. So for those of you with a shorted stimulus check where it's not as much as you thought it would be, there's two things that could have happened. The first thing is that one, the IRS went off your 2019 tax return. If they went off your 2019 tax return and your 2020 tax return would have given you a higher stimulus check, then you're going to get what's called a top-up payment. A top-up payment. And they're going to determine your eligibility to see if you qualify for more stimulus payment, to see if they missed out on your payment. They're going to start doing that at least 90 days after the filing date, no later than September 1st, 2021. All right. So it's possible that you will receive a second payment for the missing amounts if they use 2019 rather than 2020. If you do not receive this second payment, if you do not receive this top-up payment, and you are entitled to more stimulus money, you're going to have to claim this money when you file your 2021 tax return, when you file in 2022. Okay. Kendall, thank you so much for the $199. Is it 10 weeks from the date or approved date? So it'll be 10 weeks from when they started processing your return. They accepted it. Jasmine, thank you so much for the $9.99. Can I use your QuickBooks if I request QuickBooks as my accountant? Can I use? It's possible. I don't know. You seem like you really want to work with me. I do charge a premium fee, just to let you know. Thank you so much for that $9.99, Jasmine's maybe. Emily Roof, thank you so much for the $4.99. Any updates on taxes? Mine was accepted February 13th. It's still no movement. I got my full stimulus though and got it last week. So it's possible that if it's been more than 21 days and you still have not received your refund, it's possible that your refund ended up in what's called errors, reviews and errors. This is what they're calling it. And a lot of who's talked to the IRS? Show of hands. Anyone talked to the IRS and said, "Hey, my return's in review and errors"? It's impossible that your return is there. And the thing is, it could take 10 weeks to get this thing sorted out. It could be taking up to 10 weeks. If you guys are just joining, I'm doing a recap in about 3 minutes at 8:15 Central Time. And it said it could take up to 10 weeks to actually process this return. So up to 10 weeks. So yeah, I would just try to call and see what's going on. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like a lot of refunds are being holding up. And this is because the IRS, they've been given more work by Congress, and they're understaffed, and their budget is cut at the same time. Stephanie, thank you so much for the $4.99. When should I do my taxes so I can get those $10,000 tax-free? I do them with someone who does my taxes, not TurboTax. Well, their software may be up to date. So tax professionals have different, like myself, I have a different software. We have tax professional software. My software is going to update tomorrow, Thursday. So you just want to, if you're, I don't know what software your tax professional is using, but if they're using, you just have to ask them. Their software could already be up to date. So I would just speak with them directly. Kendra, thank you so much for the $4.99. Why are refund checks saying processing? It's been over 4 weeks. They're saying possibly 10 weeks. Yeah, this is because a lot of returns are ending up in what's called review and errors. And yeah, they're saying it could take up to 10 weeks. And this is because the IRS is extremely understaffed and their budget was cut and Congress is giving them more work. Guys, if you're just joining, I'm doing a recap in about 1 minute. April, thank you so much for the $5. Is the child tax credit still the $2K for 2020 filing year, or did they so yeah, it's still $2,000 for 2020, and it's up to refundable $1,400. Marlene, thank you so much for the $199. What if I already filed? Then wait for additional guidance, and I will let you know when that guidance come out. So Goku, thank you for the $5. What if my dad got my stimulus check, but I have a child and a wife? No. Well, if he got it for you, then I would advise your wife just to file a tax return and claim the child. And then since you're claiming as a dependent on someone else's return, and I guess she wouldn't receive it. William, thank you so much for the $4.99. I wasn't qualified for the first and second stimulus checks, but I'm qualified for the third. Get my payment status says not available. What should I do? Just wait. A lot of people with the unavailable status with the second stimulus check still receive their stimulus check. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and since it's 8:15 Central Time, I'm going to go ahead and go to the recap, and then I'm going to pick up on Jasmine's question. But if you guys do not know, these lives start at 8 p.m. Central Time every single day. So if you need a recap because you are late, you have to say this. You have to do this. You have to. There's no if, ands, or buts. You have to say. I want to see if anyone's already going to say it. Yes, someone is already saying it. You have to say, I'm late and I'm proud. I'm late and I'm proud. You can't just say me, I'm late. You have to say, I'm late and I'm proud. I need to see emojis. I need to see exclamation marks. Like you're really like proud, all caps. Dude, I want the whole thing because if you really want this recap, you have to say, I'm late and now I'm proud. I'm late and I'm proud because these recaps do start at 8 p.m. Central Time every single day. All right, guys, and this is my favorite part of the recap, and I only do it once a night. So let me get my chair out the way because this is my favorite part of the recap, all right? So this is where we're all going to participate together. Well, I'm going to count down from 5. When I hit 0, we are all going to say what our voice is. I am late and I am proud. I am late and I'm proud. So go get your family, go get your kids, go get your dogs, get the whole family. I'm gonna wait. Hurry up. Get everybody over here because we're all gonna say this. Everybody, hurry up. Get everybody. Go get them. What are you waiting on? Go get them. All right. Make sure your kids are here. Make sure you have the dogs. Everybody. All right. So I'm gonna count down from 5. Hey, so if you're just joining, I'm going to count down from 5. When I hit 0, we are all going to scream, I am late, I am proud. I'm going to put my ear next to the window and I better hear you. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm late and I'm proud. Woo! Oh, I am so proud of everybody participating. Oh my gosh. Whose kid was that? Whose kid was that? Was that from the family? I heard a kid. Someone had their kid in it this time. Who had their kid in here? Whose kid was that? Whose kid was that? Tell the kid, whoever's kid was that. Let me see their name so I give them a shout out. Whose kid was that? My daughter? I thought so. I knew it. I heard your daughter. I heard them. I heard them. I knew it. All right, guys. Tell your daughter I said thank you for, it was Casey, Kaden, Emily. Oh, man, tell them I said shout out. It was my dog. It was London. Oh, my gosh. Did my dog. I love it. Guys, let's go ahead and get into this recap. Guys, it's popcorn time. To start this recap off, it is popcorn time because it's about to get serious. So let me see some popcorn emojis and we go ahead and get this recap started because it's recap time. Yeah, guys, let me go ahead and see popcorn emojis. That's all I want to see on my screen. I want popcorn. See big popcorn. If you don't have the popcorn emojis, just put a bunch of periods. Just put a bunch of periods and that will suffice. Once I see enough popcorn, we'll go ahead and get this recap thing started. Once I see enough popcorn, we'll go ahead and get this recap thing started. I'm excited to share with you guys. I cannot wait. I see it on the suburbs. I see it in the ghetto. And I see it with the family. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the rules. There's only 2 rules. There used to be 5. There's only 2 now. Rule number 1. Is that it's popcorn time. That's the first rule. Make sure you have the popcorn. Rule number 2 is that if you need help with your taxes, don't be afraid to reach out to me. Use the link in my bio if you need help with your taxes or you're afraid to work with the IRS or you owe the IRS and you need help with your bookkeeping, whatever. Use the link in my bio to become a client. If you guys understand that, do not use that link for stimulus questions. Only use that link if you want to become a client. If you guys understand that and you are ready for this thing to start, just type ready. Just type ready. Just type ready. And you guys better pay attention in this recap because I'm gonna add that to the rules. Pay attention to the recap because I do have pop quizzes. All right. All right. I see somebody with the popcorn and their wine, so we're gonna get this thing started in 5, 4, 3. Today, the IRS announced that they are extending tax season to May 17th. This means that you have until May 17th to file and pay your taxes without being hit with any penalties or interest. If you live in Texas, Louisiana, or Oklahoma, because of the winter storms, you have until June 15th to file. Pop quiz. Let me see if you were paying attention. Pop quiz, pop quiz. All right. The IRS has extended the tax deadline. What date did they extend the tax deadline to? What date did who's going to get it first? What date did who was that? Who was that? Oh, I saw Muggets 909 get it first on the ghetto. It looks like Chim Chim got it right first on the suburbs and in the family. And then it looks like Hefner got it right in the suburbs first. Yeah, guys. So let me see if everyone's still saying May 17th. May 17th, not May 27th. May 17th. May 17th. May 17th. Right. Okay. Now here's a little trick. Here's a trick question. There are 3 states. That got extended to June 15th. There are 3 states that got extended to June 15th. What 3 states are those? Oh, this is a good one. There are 3 states that got extended to June 15th. What 3 states are those? What 3? Texas is one. Louisiana? Yep. Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana. Yes! You guys are so smart. What? Oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, I know we usually do golden stars, but since today's St. Patrick's Day, let me see something green. Put some green leaves. That's gonna be our golden stars. I am just blown away how smart you guys are. Holy snap. You guys got all those questions right. Yeah, so let me go ahead and see some green, the 4-leaf clovers. That means an A+ if you golden stars. If you don't have the green emoji, just put A+ in the comment section. Just put A+ in the comment section if you do not have those. But I am really impressed by you guys. That was really, really good. I was not expecting you guys to get the states right. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, you guys hit it. That is amazing. Okay? All right, so let's get back into it. There's going to be some more questions. So if you missed out, you do have the opportunity to answer some more questions, okay? All right, so here we go. Today, TurboTax announced that they will update their software. This week to take the first $10,200 of unemployment benefits tax-free into account. If you have already filed your tax return, reporting unemployment income, you're going to want to wait a little bit longer for further guidance. If it's been more than 21 calendar days and you have not received your refund, this could mean that your return is in review and errors. And it could take up to 10 weeks to receive your refund. Unfortunately, this is because Congress gave the IRS more work to do, and at the same time, they cut the IRS's budget, meaning that they are understaffed. All right, pop quiz. I kind of went on a low one. So let me see if you guys are going to get this right. If you have already filed your tax return with unemployment income, what do you do? If you have already filed your tax returns with unemployment income, what do you do? I'm seeing Wade don't do anything, nothing. leave it alone, wait, higher work, nothing, wait for guidance, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Good job. Okay, now here's the second question. I didn't see, whoa. Okay, all right, so the correct answer is that if you've already filed your tax return with unemployment benefits owner, the recommended thing to do right now is just to wait until further guidance. So everyone who said that got the question correct. Everyone who said that got the question correct. Okay, question number 2. If it's been more than 21 calendar days and you have not received your refund, where could your return possibly be at in the IRS? Where could your tax return possibly be at in the IRS if it's been more than 21 days and you have not received your refund? Reviewing errors, yep. Reviewing errors, exactly. Oh gosh, you guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. Okay. You guys are doing a really well. Okay, so this is the last question. All right? See if we're gonna get this right. See if we're gonna get an A+ on this one. All right? Okay. Now, if your return is in reviewing errors, it could take up to 10 weeks to receive your refund. Why is the IRS so far behind? Why is the IRS so far behind? All right. Why? Understaffed? Right? Yeah, there's two. Understaffed, that's one. I think I saw someone say the other one, budget cut. Understaffed is one, short staff, and what? Okay, short staff and under budget because of cuts. More work, less workers. I think it's 2 of them. So understaffed and budget cut is one of them together. What's the other one? I saw Nancy get it right. What is the other one? I'm seeing low pay, not low pay, too much work. Yeah, too much work. More work. There we go. Yep. Too much work, more work. Congress. Okay, exactly, guys. I know that one kind of took a while to get, but you guys actually nailed it. All right. So the reason why the IRS is so far behind is because Congress is giving them more work, right? So remember, you got to think the IRS is supposed to be issuing refunds right now, but they're also having to issue stimulus checks. They're also having to issue checks and debit cards. They have all that. They're receiving more work, and at the same time, they're losing staff members. All right. So does that kind of make sense? They're getting more work, and they're losing staff members. So this is why all this is piling up. So guys, you guys aced that. If you got all those questions right, go ahead and put some green leaf clovers in here. Put something green in here. Put something green in here, guys. Put something green. Instead of golden stars, we're putting green hearts, green little leaf clovers. If you don't have any emojis that are green, just put an A+. Because you guys got that one right. You guys are killing it. You guys are excellent students. You guys have learned so well. I am very proud of each and every single one of you guys, especially the ones that type an answer. Whether you get it wrong or whether you get it not, it takes a lot of confidence. It takes a lot of courage to even type an answer. So I'm proud of you guys. I'm really proud of the ones that just type answers. That's it. Whether you get it wrong or right, that's all I care about is that you're participating. That's what's up. All right, so to end this recap, guys, the IRS also announced that they have sent out 150,000 paper stimulus checks. All right, so this can arrive in your mail as either a debit card or as an actual check. And it could look something like a spam letter, so make sure you do not throw that away. We are done with the recap. I want to say hi to everyone who's new here. If you are new, this is your first time here, I do call Tiki Taki the ghetto, the hood. You do have the opportunity to move out the ghetto and come to the suburbs, which is Instagram. It's a little bit more quieter over here. My Instagram is at Duke Loves Taxes. Or if you really have a dire need question, like you really have a question that you need to answer, join the family. The family is YouTube, and it's at Duke Loves Taxes as well. You can pay a couple bucks to answer a question. And then lastly, if you need help with your taxes, your back taxes, you owe the IRS, please use the link in my bio to become a client. You may not even have to pay anything. You can set up with a free consultation to see if we can help you. All right. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Do not use that link to ask stimulus questions. That's not what that's for. Use that link if you're only interested in become a client of mine. All right. So I'm gonna jump into some questions where I left off on the YouTube. And then if we have time, I'll jump back over here. But remember, once again, if you have a question that you really need to ask, jump to YouTube, which is at Duke Loves Taxes. So we're starting off with Jasmine with the 999. How much? I know you're worth it. Last year was my first year as a business owner, and I'm terrified. I need someone with knowledge. What can I write off? So there's a lot you can write off. I don't know if I'll be able to work with you directly, but if it helps at all, Jasmine, I am coming up with a course to help business owners with that. So if you're interested in like a course, I think I can help a lot more people with a course. Just let me know if you're interested in that because I am coming out with that. Kendall, thank you so much for the $4.99. Also, if you claim a child every other year and 2020 is your year, can you still claim it on taxes if you don't receive the stimulus payment? Yes, you can still claim. So if you qualify to claim them, then absolutely you can still claim them, Kendall. Thank you so much for the $4.99. And then, oh my gosh, I just lost my spots. Destiny, thank you so much for the $4.99. Can I file my 2019 taxes? Can I file my 2019 taxes and get the stimulus? And if so, what do I need? Yeah, you can file your 2000. So the stimulus check is going to either off your 2019 or your 2020 taxes. So yeah, you can file it to file your tax return, you need all your tax documents. So if you received any type of income like a W-2 or 1099, you're going to need that information. If you do not have that information at handy, I would advise you to log into your tax account. Everybody has an account with the IRS. So you can log into that account and pull what's called your wage and income transcript. Your wage and income transcripts will have the list of all the W-2s and 1099s you have. I do have a video on that if you're interested in that. Just go through my videos or look up Duke Loves Taxes and then transcripts. Lauren, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. Go, Lauren. Kimberly, thank you so much for the $4.99. It's been a week since I applied for the PP through Thwompley, but no response from them. What should I do? I would just wait. If not, I would withdraw my application and apply again, either with them or somewhere else. But just wait. See if you kind of get someone on the phone, but typically it's the lender you're going with. So Thwompley tries to hook you up with the lender, but it's the lender themselves. But yeah, just wait. I really hope you do get that PPP. It could take up to 2 to 3 weeks from what I'm hearing. Destiny, thank you so much for the $2.99. Can I still file my 2019 taxes and get the stimulus? Yes, you can. Dana, thank you so much for the $4.99. Duke, I claimed all 5 of my children on 2020 tax return. But this delay in processing, does that mean they will base my stimulus off 2019? It is very possible. But if they do base your stimulus check off your 2019 tax return and your 2020 tax return will give you a larger stimulus amount, they are going to send you an additional payment sometime around, they're going to redetermine your eligibility by September 1st, 2021. And send you an additional payment if they have processed and filed your return within that time. If you do not receive any of your missing payment, guys, if you don't receive any of your missing payment, you can claim the additional payment when you file your 2021 tax return in 2022. I'm going through like the old comments on YouTube, like reading the questions where people paid. And like I'm seeing like where I ask people like to like send something green, and I'm seeing like the throw up face, like the throw up emoji. It's kind of funny. My tax guy is saying the tax break for unemployment doesn't apply for 2020. Is that true? So me and your tax guy is at a disagreement, which is respectful disagreement. So the unemployment does apply to 2020. It applies to your 2020 tax return. So respectfully, I disagree with your tax guy. And I can do that. I can respectfully disagree. But yeah. So in my opinion, the unemployment exclusion applies to your 2020 tax return. Zoe, thank you so much for the $14.99 and ZA with the $14.99. I really appreciate that. Shout out. Zoe's always dropping some big bucks up in here. Alejandro, thank you so much for the $1.99. Direct deposits happen every day or certain dates. Oh, so I do know they come out in waves. It could be every day, but I know they're waves. I really don't know exactly how it's coming out. I really don't. Bethany, thank you so much for the 99 cents. I see the message was retracted, so hopefully you can come back. Cindy, thank you so much for the $5. My stimulus says eligible, but there's no date available. Why is that? I'm not 100% sure. Just patience. If you're eligible, you will receive one. Phillips, thank you so much for the $4.99. Lauren, thank you so much for the $5. What if I didn't get my money for my dependents? I got it past the times. My youngest is 2. So you will either receive that money in an additional payment and then second payment that's going to happen later on. Or if you do not receive that money at all, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait till you file your 2021 tax return and 2022 to receive that money. And then Adriana, thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate that. Go $1. Captain, thank you so much for the $4.99. When will California receive their $600? It's supposed to be 45 days after the 2020 tax return is filed. That's for direct deposit and 60 days for checks, from what I read online. Priscilla, thank you so much for the $4. Can I change bank accounts that's on file for 2020 taxes? If it's already filed, unfortunately you cannot, but you can if you have not filed already. Yeah, guys, currently I'm answering questions in YouTube, which is at Duke Loves Taxes. People do pay money to ask questions, so if you have a question that you need answered, you're like, answer my question, Duke. Well, you can hop on YouTube, which is at Duke Loves Taxes, and you can jump over there. When it gets to 45, if you need a recap at 8:45 Central Time, I do another recap, just kind of what's going on. So if you want to wait till then, by all means necessary. In the meantime, you can fill out the form in my bio. It says become a client. If you're interested in becoming a client, like you need help with your taxes, your back taxes, go ahead and do that. Catherine, thank you so much for the $4.99. Okay, we just answered that. Okay, we just answered that one. Ketsy, thank you so much for the $4.99. Hi, Duke. When do you think I'm going to get my federal tax return? I only got California, and I filed them on September 17th. So it could take up to. So I've heard in some people it could take up to 4.5 weeks, up to 10 weeks. If it's been more than 21 days. So the IRS is really, really behind right now. Like, they're extremely behind. They're sending a lot of returns to a section called review and errors. And if your return's over there, your refund can take up to 10 weeks to receive. So what I would do is just kind of wait. And the reason why it's taking so long is because Congress is giving the IRS more work to do, right? Congress is giving the IRS more work to do, and they also cut their budget at the same time. So that's kind of what's going on right there. Also, guys, I'm looking at the YouTube right now, and there's 121 of you guys watching, but only 51 likes. Oh, come on, YouTube fam. Let's get those likes up. I know for a fact you can get it to 100 likes within 30 seconds, without a doubt. Without a doubt, I know you guys can get it to 100 likes within 30 seconds. All right, so I'm going to just answer these questions about time to look back up. I already know it's going to be 100 because you guys ain't going to let me down. I already know. So Bryce, thank you so much for the $10. I have children who was not claimed for the stimulus last year. How do I go about for filing them this year without needing their social cards, just the numbers? So you don't need the social card, but you do need their social security number. I have children who was not claimed for the stimulus last year. How do I go about filing for them this year without needing the social security cards? So you don't need the social security number. You just need the social security numbers. You just need their social security numbers. So if it's your kid, do you have the social security numbers? If not, if it's someone else's kid, do you have the social? So you will need those social security numbers, Bryce. You need those social security numbers, Bryce. Guys, we're at 91 likes. All right, so I said 30 seconds. So there's still about 15 seconds left to get it to 100 likes. 30 seconds. We got about 15 seconds left. It only needs 4 more of you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so got 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, you guys did it. We hit 100 likes. I love you guys. I knew you guys could do it in 30 seconds. I knew it. Elise, thank you so much for the 99 cents. Shout out to that. Bethany, thank you so much for the $4.99. What happens if you receive too much money for you? Hold it for now. So the question is, what if you receive too much money for your stimulus? So hold it for now, and then once we get further guidance, I would let you know what to do. Thank you so much for that heart gift. I really appreciate that. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the $4.99. What do I need to do when I file for 2020 for the tax break? What does he need to do? Not into the unemployment info. Okay, so when that guidance comes, so Elizabeth, so the question is, for the $10,200 that's going to be tax free, kind of like, what the heck do we do? When that official guidance comes out, I plan to make a video on YouTube with using TurboTax to show you guys how to do that. Sinead, thank you so much for the $4.99. My transcript has no code 846 for my stimulus or refund. Refund is being reviewed. Help when will I know? Just keep looking at transcript. So the IRS is like super behind, like really behind, like 10 weeks behind. So just try to make it a habit to check that transcript at least like before you go to bed or first thing when you wake up in the morning to kind of see what that update is. Niche, thank you so much for the $5. Why are they asking for Schedule C when you already provided 1099? That's a really good question. So a 1099. Okay, so here's the thing. So yeah, so 1099. Okay, the best way I can explain it. A 1099 is a paper you receive, right? So you receive this paper, you receive it in the mail or however you get it. All right. So you need to take this paper and you need to put the amount on this paper on your tax return. All right. So the amounts from your 1099, you got to figure out a way to put that on your tax return. All right. So your 1099, the amounts from your 1099, the portion of your tax return where that goes is Schedule C. So Schedule C is where you report those amounts from your 1099. So, and that's where Schedule C is also where you write things off, Niche. So if you have a 1099 and you have a Schedule C, you can also write things off like your rent. You can also write things off like your cell phone, like your auto, your car. All right. So that by you having a 1099, you're telling me that you have some type of self-employment work. You could be an independent contractor, but you use your 1099 to fill out Schedule C. Hopefully that helps. Sean, thank you so much for the $1. Guys, if you're needing a recap, I'm starting the recap in about 3 minutes at 8:45 p.m. Central Time. We'll jump into a recap. Angelica Phillips, when is the last day for PPP? I contacted your company to file my taxes, and I'm worried I won't have my Schedule C back by the final date. The last day to file is that's a very good question. Is March 31st, but they are trying to extend it right now to May 31st. All right, so they're working. So it's probably gonna be in the video tomorrow. But yesterday the House passed. An extension to extend the PPP to March 31st, and now we have to wait for the Senate to pass. So hopefully they're going to extend it to May 31st. I'm sorry, May 31st. But right now the current deadline is March 31st, but they're working to extend it to May 31st. Lindsay, thank you so much for the $4.99. I really appreciate that. Ramiro, Duke. Duke. That's a great way to get my attention. I love it. And then over to get half of the stimulus payments. Yeah, so that's happened with a lot of people. So if you don't receive the full amount of your stimulus check, you're either going to receive it in a later batch, or you're going to have to claim that missing money when you file your 2021 tax return in 2022. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been shorted on their stimulus check, like a lot of people. So the IRS came out and said, hey, we're going to do a second batch. But sometime by September 1st, 2021. If you don't receive that amount by then you're going to have to claim that missing money when you file your 2021 tax return in 2022. Jones, thank you so much for the $2.99 with your message to appear. Lindsay, how do my ex-husband and I switch tax responsibilities every year? So if you're talking about the kid, It's whoever wants to claim the kid. So you guys have to work that out amongst yourself. Whatever you decide on, you can work it out like that. If you're talking about the child tax credit, there's going to be an online portal where you can update that information like weekly or monthly or however you see fit. But okay. All right, so guys, we're gonna jump into I'm gonna answer one more question, then we'll jump into the recap. It's just Tamara. Thank you so much for the $4.99. X filed 2020 taxes, one child, and I have not. He got the stimulus. Well, I get the stimulus all 2019 taxes, so the average wait until I file my 2020 taxes. So it sounds like they're going to use your 2019 taxes to receive that. So if you have the kid on your 2019 taxes, not sure if they're going to be able to like match up the social security number, so it's not like a double dip. But it sounds like they're going to use your 2019 taxes. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the recap, guys. If you need a recap, it is recap time. I'm leaving off with Tracy. I'll come right back to you, Tracy, and then Kiera. It is recap time. Do the recap. Go recap. Go recap. Go. Go recap. Go recap. Go. Do the recap. 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 Hey, go. Recap. Go. It's recap time. Go recap. Go recap. Go recap. Go recap. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and jump into this recap. I know you guys are just as excited as me. I love it. It says I'm late and I am proud. I love it. And let me know if you like that recap dance. If you like that recap dance, let me know. Do it with me. Do the recap. Little recap. Go recap. Go recap. All right, so it's gonna be a quick recap. At this recap, I'm gonna tell you to use the link in my body to become a client. Then I'm gonna jump back over here to the question. So if you're ready for the recap, just okay. So today the IRS announced that they are extending tax season to May 17th. So this means that you have until May 17th to file and pay your taxes without being hit with any type of penalties or interest. If you live in Texas, Louisiana, or Oklahoma, because of the winter storms, you have until June 15th to file and pay your taxes. Today, TurboTax announced that they will update their software this week to take the $10,200 tax-free unemployment into account. So TurboTax says they're planning to update their software then. Once they update it, I'll make a video and let you guys know when it's time to file. If you have already filed your tax return reporting unemployment income, you're going to want to wait a little bit further till we get further guidance. So right now, if you've already filed your tax return with unemployment guidance, shout out to you for being very proactive, but at the moment, there's no official guidance on for you to do, so just hold off for a little bit longer. If it's been more than 21 calendar days, if it's been more than 21 calendar days, you have not received your refund. This could mean that your refund is in review and errors. Has anyone talked to the IRS and the IRS said your return's in review and errors? A show of hands. Has anyone received that? I love the dance. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So it says your return can be in review and errors, and this means it can take up to 10 weeks to receive your refund. It could take up to 10 weeks to receive your refund. I know you're saying like, dang, that's a long time, but unfortunately, that's just the case because here's the thing: Congress is giving the IRS more work to do. Congress is giving the IRS more work to do with fewer employees to do that work. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer, a lot bit longer. Why did I say a little? It's taking a lot bit longer for all of that to happen. So that's kind of like the situation right now. It's like Congress is giving the IRS more French fries to fry, but they are taking away the employees to fry those French fries. So now you have all these French fries just stacking up, waiting to get fried and delivered to the customers. That's kind of what's going on right there with the refunds. Also, the IRS has announced that they have sent out 150,000. Oh, I thought I had a sneeze. Woo! I mean, that thing said this. Oh, I thought I had a sneeze. All right. The IRS announced that they have sent out 150,000 paper stimulus checks. They can arrive as a debit card or as a actual paper check. So if you see an envelope that looks a little funky, make sure it could be it's not as probably spammy, just double check it. It could say something like economic impact payment, economic impact payment. This is what the IRS calls a stimulus check. All right. Ms. Cora, thank you so much for saying bless you. Success moments, bless you. I really appreciate everyone who say bless you. And the 10 weeks period, guys, is 10 weeks from since the IRS has accepted your tax return. It's 10 weeks from they accepted your tax return. All right. So we have about 10 minutes left in this live. Once again, guys, if you do need help on any type of your taxes or your back taxes or anything, bookkeeping, business, use the link in my bio that says become a client so I can get you taken care of. Somebody on my team can help you out. If you do have a question that you really need asked, I would advise you to ask that question on YouTube. But you have to pay a couple bucks. But I'm reading. That's why I'm in this live. There's people who've already paid. I'm gonna answer their questions first. If I run out of paid questions, then I'm gonna end it over here. All right. So my YouTube is at Duke Loves Tax. All right, Tracy, thank you so much for the $4.99. Kiara, thank you so much for the $4.99. I received my state before my federal. Is there something wrong with my federal? Is there another day for my stimulus check? Yeah. So federal is like super behind. So the IRS is like super behind. And thank you so much for saying thank you. And there will be another second drop of the stimulus checks. It's gonna be a top-up payment, and it's supposed to happen sometime September 1st. Nadia, thank you so much for the $5. For the child tax credit, do you have to sign up or will it be paid automatically based on your 2019 or 2020 taxes? Great question. It's supposed to be automatic, but you will have the option of opting out when the online portal comes out. But once that all comes out, don't worry. I'll let you know how to do that, and I'll walk you through how to do it. You will have guidance on how to do all of that just by following me, so I really appreciate that. Manny Boo, thank you so much for the $5. I'm late. Have you talked about the unemployment tax rate for people who have filed taxes and already got the money back but paid it for unemployment? So we'll just have to wait for a little bit more guidance on that. So I have not received any more guidance, Manny, but once I do, I'll let you know. LP, thank you so much for the $4.99. What if my 2019 income is under limit? It's under the limit, but my 2020 is more than income. 2020 has not been filed yet. If I do receive the stimulus, is it ours? Yes. So if your 2020 is over the limit, I would advise you not to file your 2020 tax return if you would like to receive a stimulus check. Just file just let them use 2019. Once you've received the money for 2019, then I would advise you to go ahead and file your 2020 tax return. Just make sure you file that before May 17, 2021. That is the current deadline to file your taxes. California passed their own stimulus. I never received it. They started sending it out. So they said they're going to start sending it out 45 days after 2020 tax returns are fully processed, and for direct deposit in 60 days for paper checks. I think your AGI has to be below 30,000 to receive that. That's all the information I have on the California. But once I do, I will let you guys know. Kimberly, thank you so much for the $4.99, but I did not see your message. Prospect number 1, Elite, my payment says unavailable. So the good news about that, if your payment says unavailable, even with the second stimulus check, a lot of people's payment says unavailable, and they will still receive that amount. So I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, we're done with the recap. What am I doing? Guys, make sure you're wearing green. It is St. Patrick's Day. All right, before I pinch you, I'm gonna come up there. I'm gonna jump through the screen, and I'm gonna pinch you. I'm gonna jump through the screen. I'm gonna pinch you. Go put it on some green. It's St. Patrick's Day. All right. Gabriella, thank you so much for the $4.99. I filed my taxes on February 12th and got it accepted the day after. However, I still don't have a date to get my federal back. Yeah, so the IRS is like super behind with the returns. You said you filed February 12th and got accepted the day after. Yeah. So if it's been more than 21 days, it could be possible that your return is in review and errors. A lot of people's are ending up in there. And it could, unfortunately, it could take up to 10 weeks to receive your refund. I've heard some other people say, hey, it took me 4.5 weeks. But right now, the IRS is super behind because Congress is giving them more work and they're cutting their budget at the same time. So meaning that they have fewer employees. What if I amend my tax so I get my stimulus? I do not recommend you amend your tax at the moment because the IRS is super behind. But I'm curious, why would you want to amend your taxes to receive the stimulus? Like, kind of tell me what's going on. I don't believe I have enough information to answer your question, but at least I really appreciate the 199. Anna, thank you so much for the 499. Does Wamply automatically do my forgiveness app? Yes. Dana, thank you so much for the 299. This tax topic 152 mean on review. Tax topic 152 typically means you have a refund coming, either in the form of a direct deposit or a paper check. So be on the lookout. Check your bank account because that's what that typically means. Thank you so much for that cake. I really appreciate that. Jones, thank you so much for the 499. My first 2 stimulus by mail, I filed on February 28th and accepted the same day. And anything yet. I haven't got my stimulus yet. They're going to get it through the my first 2 stimulus. So you got your first 2 stimulus by mail, and then you filed your 2020 tax return. I'm assuming on the 28th, and the IRS accepted it on the 28th. Anything yet? You have not got anything yet. You haven't gotten your stimulus yet. Are they going to? Yeah, so it's possible. Okay, so what I'm assuming is that so for the first 2 stimulus check, I'm assuming that they went off your 2019 tax return or 2018, depending, and you probably didn't have any direct deposit information on there, or it was invalid and they sent you a paper check. If they process your return by the time they issue your stimulus check, and you have direct deposit linked to your 2020 tax return, they will use that information. But if your tax return still says processing, so when you check the status of your tax return and it still says processing, you will receive your 3rd stimulus check the same way you received the first 2, which is more than likely going to be by mail. Cantiza, thanks so much for the 199. Who's eligible for either PUA or unemployment? So eligibility for that, I don't know the exact eligibility. It's usually determined by the state. But off the top of my head, I know if you leave your job in fear of COVID-19, it's possible that you can qualify for unemployment PUA, or if you were let go involuntarily. If you were let go at no will or fault of your own, you can also claim unemployment or a PUA. Kimberly, thank you so much for the 499. I filed my 2020 taxes and had to pay in, but I was under the stimulus income requirements, but the IRS portal says it's unavailable. What does that mean? So if it says unavailable, it's still possible that you can still receive a stimulus check. So I would just hold off. Don't let it freak you out. Gabriel, thank you so much for the 499. Also, my ex claimed my son last year, and I claimed him this year, but I didn't receive the stimulus for him. So that means your tax return is probably not processed yet. So I'm not sure if they went off. I'm not sure if they went off your 2019 or 2020 tax return. So if you did not receive the stimulus for them, let's say you received it for yourself but not your dependent, you would either receive it in a later batch. So they're gonna like, it's called a top-up payment. So they're gonna issue out stimulus checks again for any difference that they didn't issue out the second time. And that's gonna happen sometime around September 1st, 2021. If you would, for whatever reason, do not receive that amount, you can claim the missing amount or your 2021 tax return when you file that in 2022. ABD, thank you so much for the 199. But I don't see your message. Bryce Bell, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you for answering my question. Thank you for saying thank you. I really appreciate that. Whew. Thank you for saying thank you, Bryce. They are my children and I do not have their numbers. How do I get? Oh, so you need their numbers. They are my children and I do have their numbers. How do I go about filing for stimulus? Okay, so you would just file a tax return, right? So go to TurboTax. Go to TurboTax. Maybe I should make a video for this. You're gonna. Oh, dude, this is a really good idea for a video. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna have to make a video, but if you have no other income and you're just and sorry guys, I had to write down that before I forget. If you have no other income and you're just looking to like file a tax return to for the stimulus check, you're gonna file what's called an EIP return. An EIP return. I'll probably make that video tonight or something. But I think that's really important, right? So look at that video. Look out for that video I'm going to post on YouTube within the next couple of days. But yeah, you're gonna have to file a 2020 tax return. Will disability, Janelle, thank you so much for the 199. Will disability receive a stimulus? Yes. If you're on disability, the IRS has your information to send that. Patricia, thank you so much for the $1, but I did not see your message. It looks like it went away. Jones, thank you so much for the 199, but once again, I do not see your message at all either. And then Darian, thanks so much for the $4.99. What if you owe money this year and had unemployment, so you want to amend your return to see a refund versus having to pay in? Will they be fixing it? Yeah, so they will. What if you owe money this year and had unemployment, so you want to amend? Yeah, so just wait, hold off, do not amend. We'll see. We're going to see what the IRS does. Yeah, so they said they're working on it, but do not amend. We're going to see exactly what they do. All right, guys, perfect timing. So yeah, it is 9 o'clock. Woo, that means this live is coming to an end. Duke. The IRS payment tool says eligible for stimulus, but no payment date yet. Just wait. I'm not 100% why, but I would just wait. Hopefully, it will come very, very soon. All right. I need my money. I'm a single mother, and I'm broken. I hope you get that money. Hopefully. So it's not the IRS's fault. It's Congress's fault because they're giving the IRS more work. So they're giving. So I know you guys can be. I know it's really easy to be upset with the IRS right now, but I want you to realize that it's not the IRS. It's not the IRS. It's Congress. Congress is the one that's giving the IRS more work, and they're very understaffed. They're also cutting their budget at the same time. Yeah, so they're already starting to send out paper checks. Thanks for all your help. Oh my gosh, that is such a relief to like see when you guys say thank you. Who said that? Desi Lays. Thank you so much for saying thank you. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and end this live. If you have any additional questions, I would say, hey, just hop on the YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. Hop on the YouTube, and I can answer those questions there. Otherwise, I'm going to end this live. Hey, guys, everyone watching from the ghetto, I did call it TikTok the ghetto. If you do find value in these lives, do me a favor. I'm going to leave a comment on my most recent video. I'm just going to ask, what did you think about tonight's live? If you can leave a comment there telling me what you think about tonight's live, that would mean the world to me. I love reading those comments. So on my most recent video, I'm going to leave a comment. Do not leave a comment on the actual video. Like, make sure you reply to my comments so I can read those. So, try not to ask a question right there. Just try to tell me what you thought about tonight's live. I love that. And I cannot wait to read you guys' comment. I'm going to like every single one. So, all right, so I'm going to leave my comment right now, then reply underneath my comment. All right, bye-bye. 25. And then, all right. Suburbs, I really appreciate you guys. Oh my God, thank you for saying thank you, Laura. Really appreciate that. Excel Samantha, thank you for saying thank you. Christian, try to relax, bro. You do a lot for people. I really appreciate that. Good night, Duke. I really appreciate that. You're the best, Laura. Shout out to you. Laura, with all the thank yous and Excel Samantha. Okay, cool. You guys are like becoming my favorites. All right, guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I am live every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time. If you find value in these videos, just go leave a comment on my most recent video. Just tell me what you thought about it. I will see you guys tomorrow, and thank you for showing up. Bye-bye, guys. All right. All right, so let's end these questions. Kathy, thank you so much for the $4.99. Kathy, shout out Kathy. I'm currently being sued by court. Is on hold due to COVID. While I'm not the stimulus. If it's on hold, yeah, you don't have a judgment out, you'll still get it. ABD, hi, I don't have a check bank, won't give it to me. What I do? Hi, I don't have a check bank, won't give it to me. What do I do? Help. I'm not sure I understand the question, ABD. You don't have a checking bank account, won't give it to me. What should I do? I don't think I understand the question. Try to ask it again, ABD. I don't understand the question. Priscilla, thank you so much for the $2. And if someone can help me with that question, that'll help. Maybe something wrong with my brain. Can I file tax now to get unemployment in California? So we're gonna wait till software gets updated. So TurboTax has said they're gonna update theirs this week. Once they have that, I'll let you know. ABD for a PPP loan. Oh, for the PPP loan application. Yeah, so you need a bank account for the fast lane. You will need a bank account. Yeah, you'll need a bank account. If you don't have a bank account, use the link to apply again. If you don't have a bank account, use the link to apply again. But just make sure you click apply without Fastlane, and you won't get prompted to log in. Best advice for getting a small business loan, bad time. Best advice for getting a small business loan. I wouldn't know. It really depends how long you've been in business. I would recommend you reach out to the SBA resources. If you can, I would advise you to also apply for the PPP if you qualify in the EIDL loan. So those are really good things that's popping right now. That's what I recommend. All right, and then Regine, looks like this is the last one. Thank you so much for the $4.99. What does tax-free money mean for the unemployment? Will I be getting any money back from my return? I don't understand. Yeah, so your unemployment benefits, you have to pay taxes on that amount. So if let's say you had unemployment benefits and you also had a refund, well, your refund could be higher if you take out some of the unemployment benefits you paid on. All right. So it could be like $1,000 higher. So if you receive a refund and you receive unemployment benefits, the unemployment benefits reduce the amount of your refund. Unemployment benefits will reduce the amount of your refunds. If you want a larger refund, you want less unemployment benefits being reported on your tax return. If you want to pay less amount of taxes, you want the less amount of unemployment benefits as possible being reported. So what they're saying is, hey, you won't have to pay taxes on the first $10,200 of unemployment benefits. So not paying taxes on the first $10,200 means that it is tax-free. Okay, so remember, the less amount of unemployment benefits you receive, the higher your refund could be, or the lower amount of taxes you have. I hope that answers your question, Regina. If it doesn't, I can try to explain it again. Happy birthday, Chelsea's B Nuggets. I see Amanda telling me to say happy birthday. Happy birthday! Happy 4th birthday, Chelsea B's Nuggets. I don't know their name. If you can say the name, I can definitely say their name. Melissa, thank you so much for the $4.99. Zach Fryer, $4.99. I have 2 small kids and my husband and myself, and we just $72,000 last year. I just got $4,500. Am I supposed to get $5,000? About $5,600. I have 2 small kids. Yeah, you should have got $5,600. So, like I said, if any part of your stimulus is missing, you either receive that in a later batch, or you're gonna have to claim the missing money when you file your 2021 tax return and 2022. I know that could be frustrating. But that's all the information I have right now. ABD, but I do have a checking account. The bank just won't give it to me. Is there anything else I can turn to instead of a check for a PPP loan? Sorry and thanks. Oh, don't say sorry. What the heck? We're all cool over here. I appreciate you. So you do have a checking account. The bank just won't give it to you. The bank won't give you your checking account? I wonder why is that. Is there anything else I can turn in instead of a check for a PPP loan? Sorry, thanks. So here's the thing. If it's asking for like a void check and things like that, if that's what you're asking for, a void check, so the reason why that's required is because it verifies your routing and account number, so you can have the PPP money put into your bank account. So if you can't get around like through that, I would try just like calling local, like literally, if every places require you have a void. I'm not sure if you're talking about a void check. But if every place is requiring you to have a void check, I would just call around and explain to other lenders your situation, and hopefully they can take like other documentation and other like a void check. But I don't know who's doing that, but just call around and be like, hey, I'm trying to apply for the PP. I don't have a void check. Can you help me out? There's somebody going to be out there wanting to take your business, for sure. Darian, thank you so much for the $4.99. Also had taxes withheld from each unemployment payment. Will they be refunded too? They also tax me on our return. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. So we're going to wait for further guidance on that, Darian. But great observation. It's possible that you can have an additional refund coming. The lady 86, thank you so much for the $4.99. What do I do if someone else's stimulus got deposited into my account? That's interesting. I would hold on to it, and once don't spend it. Just hold on to it. Keep it there. Don't touch it. Once the IRS comes out with further guidance to do, I'll let you know. For sure. Janelle, thank you so much for the $4.99. Do I file taxes if I don't have income? Will cause students to get a stimulus? So typically you don't have to file a tax return if your income is below $12,400, or if your self-employment income is below $400. Net self-employment income is below $400. Now, I will still advise you to file a tax return to receive stimulus checks or like additional tax credits like the earned. Well, you don't have to earn income, but you might still want to file a tax return and receive a stimulus check. Right, so that's the only reason I can advise you to file a tax return. If you don't have any income, no money, then if you want a stimulus check, that's the only reason you would want to file a tax return. But other than that, you don't have to. And for college students getting money, typically that will come directly from your school. But college students can get a stimulus check if they're not being claimed, like their parents not claiming them, and they file a tax return themselves. Latrice, thank you so much for the $4.99. I really appreciate that. Tracy, thank you so much for the $4.99. Received the first 2 stimulus by direct deposit. Didn't receive the third payment. Status is not available. Don't be worried. Nope, don't be worried. There's been plenty of people with the second round stimulus check where the payment status is unavailable and they still received it. So now you're fine. Kelly, thank you for saying thank you. My question is, will I get the $1,400 stimulus for my son even though I didn't claim him this year? Only last year. So if they go off your 2020 tax return, then you will not receive it. If they go off your 2019 tax return, then you will receive it. Duke, Patricia Roll has a very good question. Her brother passed in 2021, but his account was credited for the stimulus. How does that? So you'll just have to keep it. So you're qualified for the stimulus check. So typically anyone born before January 1st, 2021, if they pass away before that, before January 1st, 2021, did they not? And I'm sorry to hear about your brother, by the way. It's very unfortunate, but you're fine with keeping that. You don't have to pay it back. Very good question. Duke, my sister made $2,500 in 2020 and didn't work in 2019. Her boyfriend used to claim the kids, but now he's on disability. Can she claim? Yeah. Yeah, and she made $2,500 in 2020. That is perfect. Yeah, file a 2020 tax return so she can get the child tax credit and the earned income tax credit. In order to get the child tax credit, which is $2,000 per child, you have to have earned income of at least $2,500, and she's right at the amount. So she'll get the $2,500 for the earned income tax credit. She has to have earned income of at least $1. So not only does it sound like she has some stimulus checks coming, but it also sounds like she has some like tax credits coming that can increase her refund. Okay, cool. ABD, thank you so much for saying thank you. I really appreciate that. Patricia, thank you so much for saying thank you. And Tracy, thank you so much for saying thank you. All right, cool. All right, that looks like all the questions, and I'm just gonna ask. I don't know who's still moderating. I know I see Amanda. I don't know if Amanda, did we miss any? Are we good? Nancy's still here as well. It looks like I got the thank you from Amanda. Renee, thank you so much for the $4.99. Tax topic 152 means you have a refund coming, either by direct deposit or by check. All right, so Nancy's here too. All right, so it looks like we're good. It looks like I'm giving the thumbs up from the moderators. So I really appreciate you guys. As long as the moderators are saying thank you, that means we are good to go. I just say an extra 15 minutes for you guys, but hey, as long as my goal is to try to help as many of you guys can as possible. Hey, Duke, I know I'm off topic, but what is the targeted advance loan? That's an EIDL loan. So typically that can either be a grant or a loan. The interest rate is super low. It's ridiculously low. So if that helps you out, I don't know deep about it as much as I know the PPP, but I do have a couple clients that literally got $82,000 from the EIDL loan. So I would go ahead and apply for it if possible. But yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I am live every single day at 8 p.m. Central Time. So thank you guys so much for showing up every single day. Shout out to the moderators tonight, the killer moderators, Amanda and Nancy. Natalie, thank you so much for that sticker. It says, haha. I really appreciate that. And then the Letty, thank you so much for saying thank you. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.